Oh, shit. Yo, what's happening? It's Baby Cheef. And I just hopped off the porch with Dirty Glove Bastards, you dig? Shit!
Work some. I like the way that she do that, go on and twerk some. Poppin' shit cause you poppin', baby. When you drop it down, you might hurt some. Had to check.
All right, so we got my boy Baby Cheef jumping off the porch. Welcome, man.
What's going on, dog?
Man, I'm feeling great. How you feeling, bro?
It's like $1 million, man.
Yes, sir, man. Nah, I appreciate you swinging by today, too, man.
Appreciate you having me.
Yeah, no problem, man. Yeah, go ahead and introduce, who you got sitting behind you today, too, man.
Man, it's my brother, my partner, big player, big super truly.
Okay.
High artist, too. You know what I'm saying? Got a record going crazy right now.
Okay, that's what's good, man. Came out here to support you, too, man. I love to see that.
Definitely, man.
So what else you got shaking here in Atlanta, man? You got anything else planned while you in the city?
Man, we've been all over Atlanta. About every zone, man. We was Thursday, we were locked in with Zaytoven up in Patchwork.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, it was locked in Zaytoven Patchwork. We linked up with Cheese last night. We was over in Oakland City, too, at the Sign Yourself Entertainment, you know what I'm saying? We was over there. Linked up with Mojo, shout out Mojo, I was over there with Mojo and stuff.
Yes, sir.
Other than that, man, we've just been moving around, man. Been linking in, moving around, different producers. Like I said, was with Cheese. Working. Yeah. Working and moving.
Sound like you starting the year off right, man.
Oh, yeah, man.
Yeah.
Big, yeah. I tell people all the time, it ain't 2023, it's 2020 Chief. You know what I'm saying?
I fuck with that.
Come on, man. 2020 Chief, big dog.
Yeah, so how you feeling about this new year, man?
I'm great, man. I done walked into the new year. At the end of last year, I signed a TTG.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Big TTG, big train to go. You know what I mean? So I signed in and it's just been steady work. Steady work. As soon as the holidays was over with, it was like, all right, boom, 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 roll this, roll that. So I'm enjoying the process. For real. You know, this is what you dream of.
Absolutely, man. How'd that situation with TTG come about then?
It was organic, to be honest, but we got a mutual relationship with somebody like the head of videography.
Okay.
My sis 40. You know what I'm saying? She's the head of like cinematography and video marketing for them, stuff like that. And she called me. Had a long conversation, and she basically chastised me low-key. Like, I'm telling her, nah, I'm chilling, you know what I'm saying? I ain't really, you know what I'm saying? Me and my manager, we was on the road. I just got off an HBCU tour, so I was cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. She was just like, nah, bro, this is different. Ended up linking up with the CEO and stuff like that, man. And I just built with him for about 2.5, 3 months. Okay. You know, like real deal relationship. Not just on some stuff like, oh, it's just all business, like, you know, slid around with him. Watch them handle some business, real life conversations with them, stuff like that. And it just made the most sense because they fit, they're gonna let me be me. They letting me be me. And they fully, it's all, you know, all gas, no brakes with me, so. Who can ask for that? What's a better situation?
Nah, for real, it sounds like a perfect match then too, man.
Come on, man, match made in head.
Yeah. What would you say are like some of the main differences, you know, being on the label compared to doing everything yourself that's like you were doing?
More support, for sure. You know, I ain't gotta do everything out of my own pocket. You know, I ain't gotta hustle so much just to turn around and put all the money I hustled up for into another hustle, stuff like that. Like, and sometimes when you do that, it feel like you're hustling backwards. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it feels good to do that just because of the simple fact that I got somebody who's really for me and my plan, really for me and my vision. And not only are they for me and my vision, they're putting their vision to advance my vision. You know what I'm saying? Like they're putting their hands in with my hands and we both washing the face, so to speak. I love it, man. I can't complain.
Nah, it sounds like big things on the way too, man.
Big shit, you know what I'm saying? Big shit.
For sure, man. So as we can see, man, you Carolina'd out, man.
Come on, man.
I got it heavy, man.
I had to come, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Big 2-5. You know, like my bro said, big 2-5. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? They can't understand it, you know what I'm saying? This is Carolina, baby, this ain't Atlanta, you feel me?
What's up, man?
No cap, man.
So you from New Bern, man.
Yeah, man.
I need you to break this down. I don't know nothing about New Bern. I had to Google it. Saw you guys are right on the water, so just kind of talk about like the culture, the way of life up there, man.
New Bern, man, it's like anywhere, it's a culture all in its own, man. It's a small town, don't get me wrong. It used to be the capital of North Carolina, too.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? Pepsi was made there, all that shit, man. But it was the capital of North Carolina for some fucked up reasons, man. I ain't even gonna get into all that, but. You know what I'm saying? It used to be the capital, man, but just out there in general, like New Bern, man, it's what you make it, just like anywhere. It's what you make it, but it's easy to get trapped there because it's a small town, so you get stuck with small town mentality. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, like, they don't make it out of New Bern. They stay there because they get comfortable. You know what I mean? I was just one of the people like, I don't want to be comfortable. I want to live. I want to experience. I want to make some money. So I had to leave, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, for 252, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we came up together, you know what I mean? Literally, we came up together, like, every day, just shaking and moving, trying to get to it every day. As long as we made $1, we was straight. Growing up there, you know what I'm saying? It's a bunch of different hoods and stuff like that, you know? And they all close together. Everybody know everybody, low key. It ain't super duper tiny, but it's small enough to where you damn near know everybody. You know what I'm saying? It ain't one of them super duper cousin towns, nothing like that.
Yeah.
I love my city though, I ain't even gonna lie. Like, I love my city because they showed me so much love. They been showing me love all weekend, as you can imagine. We with Zay, we with this, we with that.
Yeah, they probably love to see
You know
that,
what I mean?
man.
We with Zay, we with this, we with that. So it's like, oh man, da-da-da-da. We look like hometown heroes right now.
Oh, that's dope right
Yeah,
there, man.
man.
So, like, going back to your childhood, what were you into as a kid? Were you into sports? Were you always into music, or what was you on?
I always been into music since I was a little kid, man. Definitely into sports, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what New Bern is too. Like, we breed athletes, you know what I'm saying? We got hella people in the league, football and basketball, you know what I'm saying? There's a couple people, baseball, shit, even wrestling, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You know, I ain't wrestling nothing like that, but you know, I play sports like a mother, you know what I'm saying? I was always into music. I got into music at an early age from my family. You know what I'm saying? My brother put me on a rap at an early age. I started rapping when I was like 8.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, man, so like it's been waist deep with me since then, and that was the one thing that really stuck with me. You know what I'm saying? So, but I was in a whole bunch of other shit, and I was in a whole bunch of shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, just outside, running around, whatever, you know what I mean? Like, doing whatever I ain't supposed to be doing, off the porch, so to speak.
Yeah. When would you say you did jump off the porch, and how old were you?
I jumped off the porch definitely at age 11, man. I had moved down to Florida.
Okay.
With my birth mama, and when I got down there, it was less structure. You know what I'm saying? I had to discipline myself. I had to teach myself a lot of stuff. I grew up real quick when I got down there. You know what I'm saying, so to speak. So, at 11, when I jumped out the porch, I smoked weed for the first time at 11. Been stuck ever since. Shit, first little piece of meat, 11, and everything, man. You know, so I say 11.
Okay. Did you end up going to college after school, or?
I went for a little bit.
Okay.
I went for a little bit. Like that.
Yeah,
you know.
college ain't for everyone.
It ain't for everybody, man. You know, I went for a little bit though, for sure. You know what I'm saying? I completed college.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just don't really have a lot to say about college, man, because I don't really get into the politics of it. I'm not a politics person, so I don't get into the politics of it. But I did it because that's what they tell you got to do. I feel like, you know, they tell you, you know, you got to go get an education to make it in this world. But what they don't tell you is that you can really do whatever you want to do to make it in this world, as long as you do it effectively and you do it to your purpose.
Yeah.
That's how I roll. So that's why I stuck with music so much. No matter what shit I did in the street, whether I was young or older, you know what I'm saying? I stuck with music. I never gave up on it.
Yeah, I dig that, man. So you mentioned started rapping when you were 8, man. Like, who were you listening to back then that kind of inspired you to say, man, I want to try this shit too?
I'm a 90s baby, man. So like I said, I didn't really listen to rap music until I was like 7 or 8 years old.
Okay.
My dad, you know, my stepmama, they really censored it from me. My dad put me on all the oldies. My stepmama had us on like the oldies and the gospel and stuff too. So I fell in love with music through that sound. But I got on the rap. My older cousin, like 2 of my older cousins, and my oldest brother's an artist. You know, he rapped too. So he used to come home from college, hustling his mixtapes. You know, that was back when Jeezy was getting hot.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So he used to hustle his mixtapes and stuff like that. And he always had the flyers gear on, coming back from college. He always sounded like he was ready for interviews and stuff like that. So that made me, he was my hero. So that made me feel like, shoot, I want to do it. Let's do it. And then I used to have, my mom had her sister, her youngest sister. She used to come around all the time playing DMX, Snoop Dogg, Andre 3000, Fabulous, like the early Fabulous, like DJ Clue tapes type. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm a 90s baby, so Snoop Dogg was like my first favorite rapper. Because she played Deep Cover. That was the first rap song I can remember.
That's a classic right there.
For real, man. It's a classic. So, like, my music be reflecting that stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's so many different influences. 50 was hot. You know, the Get Rich or Die Trying album, like, I was a kid when that first came out. Went crazy, you know. Snoop's, The Chronic. Nah, Stillmatic, It Was Written. X, Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood, stuff like that, man.
Yeah. Like,
that's just some of who I would coming up listen to, and I didn't understand a lot of stuff they were doing at the time.
But you knew this shit sounded good.
Whether it was the beat, whether it was what they were saying, then I was like, this is it. This is it right here. So I wanted to mimic it. I had to be a part of it. And then, you know, like I said, I'm a 90s baby. So I grew up watching 106 in Park.
Okay.
So now I'm watching the videos. I'm seeing how they get so much traction from the videos and stuff like that. Like, man, I can do this shit. I'm fly, I can do this shit too. You know what I mean? So That's what I wanted to do. It stuck with me ever since then.
Okay. So when did you start like recording music and putting it out, releasing it?
I first recorded my first song when I was 10.
Oh, wow.
My brother had a studio in his crib in Charlotte. He had a studio in his crib in Charlotte. And he put me in the studio. He told me he had a bunch of CDs, laid them on the floor. He said, man, go through the CDs, find a beat. Found a beat, wrote a song. I was like, oh yeah, this is what we're gonna do. Recorded the song was hot. But I didn't really start putting out music until I was like, I wanna say I put out my first mixtape back in 2014. You know what I mean? It just, I didn't know how the process of putting it out. And things like digital streaming and stuff like that, it wasn't really popped yet. You know what I mean? So,
it was more like the live mixtape.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Or like you gotta get on a DJ's mixtape and go to the, you know, go hit the hood store and get the latest mixtape, stuff like that. And if you went on a mixtape, your song ain't hot or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, other than that, it was just rapping outside, rapping in front of crowds, rapping in the hood, rapping at school, whatever. So about 2014, around when it got really, really popping or whatever, and the streaming really got hot, I put out a mixtape like on SoundCloud and stuff like that.
Okay.
That's about the first time I put out a mixtape.
What type of feedback were you getting back then?
They liked it, man, because back then I was like a rapper. I rapped all the time. You know what I'm saying? It was just rap. It wasn't really like music. I was making music, but I was mostly just making rap songs. Yeah. But everybody knows, my whole city knows me for rapping. You know what I'm saying? My whole city know me for rapping. Everywhere I go, everybody know me. I'm a rapper, I can rap. So with that being said, like everybody was just like, yo, you hot, bro, you hot. I didn't really know what I had back even then though. Like I just knew like, man, okay, I can do this. But I didn't know that I needed to elevate and grow with it. I thought I was ready. I was like, oh yeah, I'm ready. I'm the hottest. I go. Fuck it. You know what I mean?
I'm sure it just motivated you to keep going though. Like, man, all right, if these people fucking with this.
That's a fact. Yeah. That's a full fact.
Yeah. So how'd you get the name Baby Cheef, or did you come up with that yourself?
Man, my brother, like I said, my brother's an artist. Shout out my brother. His rap name is Mischief, stuff like that. So he influenced me so much. And like I said, he's still my hero to this day. We talk every day. I talk to him this morning. You know what I'm saying? And I told him, I was just like, yo, since you Big Chief, you know, you Mischief. It's really the word mischief, but he spelled it Mischief. So I'm like, since you Big Chief, I'm Little Chief, I'm Baby Cheef. I had that name in like 8. Of course, you go through the phases. I changed my name, and it's 8. I changed my name here. Now I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. It came back to Baby Cheef because it made the most sense, and it felt the most organic.
Yeah, I feel that. So what's your creative process like when you hit the studio?
I'm a vibe person, yo. You know what I'm saying? I like the lights and everything, you know what I'm saying? I don't need a lot to create because I'm really an artist. Like, I really have an ear for it. So I don't need like a lot to create or whatever. But as far as a process I could say is, man, I get beats early on, so I'm a writer. You know, I can write. I can write like a mug. Other than that, I can freestyle like hell too. So like I come out the head, I can punch in. So whatever the beat, whatever the vibe, the beat going off. And a lot of times when I'm with bro, we vibe off each other. You know, we rely on each other, not necessarily rely, but we rely on each other, we vibe off each other. You know what I'm saying? I go to him for the wave sometimes. He come to me for the bars sometimes. Or I go to him for the bars. He come to me for the wave sometimes. And I really just let the beat catch me. I tell people I do what the beat tell me to do. You know what I mean? I let the beat I feel it first. Yeah. And I just start going crazy, you know what I'm saying? Whether I'm on some weed or whatever, I'm like, all right, bet, boom. I start freestyling. And whatever punchline or a little joke, like I said, I like to flip jokes into bars. So whatever little joke or bar or whatever that stick out to me, we gonna try to turn that to a hook maybe, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever little cadence I can catch, boom, 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 all right, bet. We gonna rip that into a hook or something. And go crazy from there.
Yeah, no, that's dope. It's like a unique process that you got there.
For sure.
Yeah.
It's a fact.
Huh. So what was one of the first songs to really pop off for you?
I had a song back in 2019 called This Morning. And it went crazy. It went crazy on SoundCloud and stuff like that. So that's kind of where my following started coming from. Like my big following started coming from was that song This Morning. And people wanted to hear more or whatever. So I kind of just started like slowly putting out more songs or whatever, but nothing really caught traction like This Morning up until last year. I had put out a song called Petey Pablo.
Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah.
Crazy, man. The song went viral. It's still going viral right now, man. It said like across all platforms, I said all together, it said like 30 million.
God damn.
It said like 30 million views or something like that. And it just went stupid, man, from there, especially on TikTok.
Yeah.
Linked up with somebody I know that's a dancer or whatever. She's from Carolina too. And she probably got about the same following I got with her. And it just went crazy from there. It just went up, 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 up. That was it.
Did you expect that song to go as crazy as it did, or did you kind of get caught off guard by it?
I knew it would catch attention because of what we did and the rendition I did it with. But I didn't know it was gonna do all that. Literally, like, I was somewhere, I went to do a radio interview. I came home, sitting on the toilet, scrolling through my phone, taking shit. I'm like, damn, I look. I was like, I said, they say 4 million? Crazy, like on a day, I'm like, 4 million. I went to TikTok. TikTok said 2.3 million. I said, what the fuck? I said, damn, and I just watched it for the next day and it went up. Facebook Reels went up. TikTok still going up. Then I looked at my own TikTok, the little video I did to it. It made like 1 million. I said, oh shit. Next thing I know, I started checking people that was grabbing the sound and doing dances to it. They getting hundreds of thousands of views. They getting the most views in the night. Then I started getting tagged everywhere like, oh, Baby Cheef, Baby Cheef, that. Followers came in right after that again, man, and I went over 100K for the first time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, man, so I'm grateful for it.
Yeah, I'm sure that was even hard to keep up with all the notifications and everything too.
I be turning my phone off, man, because it's just like, it'd be Instagram. Just like, even now, I post a photo, likes come in, boom, 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 boom. So sometimes I'll post a photo and turn my phone off about a smooth 30 minutes to 40 minutes.
I got to.
It's a fact.
Gotta stay focused, man.
Yeah, man.
All right, so you got the new single called Uchi. So break down this, man. Like, what was the inspiration when you hit the studio to create this one?
Really, Uchi came out way different. My brother's on the song too.
Okay.
It was a birthday gift for him. He was hitting me for weeks. We talk every day. So he was hitting me for weeks beforehand, like 3 weeks beforehand for his birthday. His birthday was last July. So he was just like, yo, bro, I don't want to do shit. I just want to get some wigs, some wings, some liquor, go to the studio. That's it. I'm like, all right, bro, yeah. The whole time in my head, I'm like, man, I'm about to get my brother right. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, let's go to the studio. He lived probably about an hour from me. So I said, man, you know what? I'm about to pull up on you for your birthday. Didn't tell him where we were going. I was like, man, I'm just pull up on you for your birthday, bro. He said, all right, bet. Come on, bro. Pulled up on him. I said, hey, man, put some clothes on. He said, where we going there? I said, man, we about to go back to Charlotte. I got some studio time. Got some Patron in the car. I'm saying I got some food coming. We're gonna go to the studio. So on the way to Charlotte, from Greensboro on the way to Charlotte, I'm just playing beats, because we don't know what we're gonna record. I'm just playing beats. So we get to the Uchi beat. That was probably the last beat on our list. And like, you know, Uchi, we was just freestyling to it literally, but going through beats, just freestyling, driving, I'm on the highway speeding. I ain't even gonna lie, I was speeding like hell, because we into it. Rapping. Got to the studio that night, I'm like, man, put the beat on. That was the first beat that popped up from the list I sent my engineer. Put the beat on, shout out Unknown, by the way. Put the beat on. I was like, bro, what we gonna do? He just started bopping. I said, fuck it. He took a shot of Patron, said, all right, bro, let's do something. And really, his verse was halfway finished before I even started writing mine or even thinking of mine. I was just vibing, but the hook was just supposed to be super simple. But the first line to his verse was so hard. I said, bro, just go in the studio, just go in the booth and just repeat that real quick. I was like, Bryson, just play the beat. Bryson just playing the beat. He just kept repeating it, and I was like, turn the speakers on, so we just hearing it. And he come out, he was like, that's it. I was like, that's it, bro. He said, that's it. And he just recorded it, went from there, man, and we just went crazy from there.
Oh, shit. Like,
just the verses, and we were feeding, like I said, we was just feeding off each other. I went in for the wave, he came to me for the lines. I'm like, bro, let's do this. So he wrote his verse, I wrote mine, he let me go first. Went crazy, and we decided to take a different effect on it too. I got a more player type approach. I'm more misogynistic with it, you know what I'm saying? He more direct, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm gonna take you to the crib, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna do this, I got this money, I'm gonna do this. He like, bitch, get naked. You feel me? No cap. But I love it because it plays into what we do as far as our personalities go. Like I said, we feed off each other. It's really my dog for real, like, day one.
For the record, this nigga, man, wrote this shit. You feel me? He told me my shit was halfway done. But I heard his shit, I was like, yo, I gotta delete this shit. I gotta write a whole
That's a fact. He's just like, you ain't about to do that. You ain't about to do me like that. I
literally on his birthday too.
No cap. Spit the verse. I spit the verse. He was just sitting there acting like he didn't really like it. Then I said like a couple of the last lines. He was like, shh. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I came back. He had a whole nother verse written. He said, go record, bitch. I was like, all right, bet. I was like, shh. And it came about that, man. And now we here.
Yeah. Did you guys drop a video for that?
We haven't dropped the video yet, but the video's crazy.
It's already shot then?
It's shot, but it's still in the process of getting like bust down, getting edited and stuff like that. Like it's damn near done. It's just like minor tweaks and stuff like that. I'm letting a lot of people that's good people around me come in and tell me, oh, you could do this. Let's try doing this. Let's flip this. Let's try doing this, stuff like that. So, but the video, what a weekend to be there. What a time to be alive, so to speak. Man, listen, let me just put it like this. It's about 30 of them in there. And they wilding and they shaking, throwing back like they can take it, you heard me? I try to tell you, man.
Like a tip drill, or what are we on?
That's the vibes, you feel me? You already know, that's the vibes. That's the vibes, we talking tip drill, but it ain't typical, and plus we put a lot of our humility into it too. Like, it's a lot of us in it. We didn't try to mimic nobody else. We used that for treatments. It was like, okay, this is the vibe we want. But we wanted to be Super Truly, we wanted to be Baby Cheef, we wanted to be TTG, we wanted to be us. So we let it ride just like that, man. Like I said, I kicked some player shit. He come out on some wild shit. But it fits the verses, man. I'm telling you, we going viral again. We going viral again, no cap. For the third, fourth time, three times.
I can't wait to check this shit out, man.
I'm telling you, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put you on to it.
So you working on a new project right now? Or you kind of just focusing on singles and videos?
I won't say typically a project for sure. We just pushing the single. Like, we working the single. And I've been working it with the DJs now all through the Carolinas, in Atlanta. We got a lot of big DJs on too. We got a lot of big people that have heard the single. And I'm in the studio heavy. So we continue to I got a big catalog, but we continue to make the catalog crazy with bigger production, leading up to potentially a project. But right now, you know what I'm saying, my focus is pushing Uchi. You know what I'm saying, to letting the world hear Uchi, you know what I'm saying, taking over the South, taking over the East Coast, to taking over the world, taking over the nation, taking over the world, stuff like that, letting them hear Uchi. And knowing that I got more behind it, because there's some crazy shit behind it. Crazy shit coming behind it.
Nah, that's what's good, bro. So you stay in Charlotte now? Is that where you at?
Yeah, I live in Charlotte.
So what's the music scene like there in Charlotte right now?
The music scene is growing rapidly in North Carolina in general, but Charlotte for sure. A lot of DJs are popping out. It's a lot of new venues coming up, a lot of new events coming up. A lot of the so-called tastemakers and stuff like that are being more open to independent artists or whatever. And then they tapping in with me heavy now because they see what I got going on. You know, Instagram like a business card. So they see what I got going on and stuff like that, and they tapping in super duper heavy now, like, yo, we see what you got going on, we want to be a part of it. They trying to book, you know, they hit my manager to book, stuff like that, hitting the label for booking fees and different things like that. So, and another thing too, when it comes to artists, a lot of these artists, they're not being stingy anymore. Like, they want to work with each other now. And it's beautiful. It's getting real beautiful because it's a lane. It's so many artists in North Carolina, South Carolina, Charlotte.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So many artists there, and they taking advantage of their opportunities now.
Yeah, I feel like this is going to be a huge year for the Carolinas.
Come on, man, might as well start with, like I said, it's 2020 Chief. Might as well start with me and TTG, you feel me? Shit, feel me? Yeah. Telling you, man.
So 2023, like, what's some goals you got planned for yourself for this year?
Man, I want to do some festivals. I done scratched about 2-3 of them off the list, man, working with like big time major label industry producers, like, and they was cool. You know, they was cool. They gave me guidance, they gave me game. They like my music already got recorded. So that was something to scratch off my list, man. You know, I want to go major though. I want a major deal, man. Like, you know, get all the money, you know what I mean? That's what we want. I want to change my people live mostly. Like, I want to change my family live. I got my brother with me. Like, this is what I'm about, my people, my family. Like, make sure everybody mental health is good, everybody straight, everybody pocket straight, everybody business is straight. Like, I got a lot of nieces and nephews. I got my own child, so I want to change their lives. I want to be able to look at like, Uncle Chief, he did that. If he could do it, I could do it too. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's probably my biggest goal. I want to change my family's life and shit. But as far as me personally, I want to do these festivals, Dreamville Fest, Rolling Louds. I want all that shit. I want to do all that. I want to perform on these big stages. I want to get in these big rooms so they know that it's big baby and there's big player shit going on.
Real shit, man. How important is it, would you say it is to like move around to different cities like Atlanta, come out here and network and work?
It's very, man, because you learn a lot about you, but you also learn that this is really the process. It's organic. It's authentic. It feels good when they hear the new shit coming from you. When they see that you made it, they feel like they're a part of that. You know what I mean? And they also feel like they can support you now because it's like he done came and supported me. He done chopped it up with me. He done thought enough of me or whatever as a DJ, however big they think themselves of. You know, he done came and did the process he really wanted. So I feel like it's super important. Artists, you got to do that. You know, we live in the internet era, of course, yeah, but it feels better. It's more organic when you do that. You move around, you shake their hands, you get in their face.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I done performed in front of some DJs and they like, man, damn. The music do match.
Yeah.
You know, it makes sense. You can make hot music and put it out on the internet, But you can be a dickhead in person. You can be lame in person.
I see it all the time, man.
Come on, bro, we know that. You can be a full-blown weirdo in person. You know what I'm saying? We ain't on that, though. Like I said, man, if I preach player shit on record, I show up, I'm dressed to kill, you know what I'm saying? I'm jeweled up, you know what I'm saying, racked up, whatever. But I'm also, you know, all business, too. You know what I'm saying? And I'm cool. I'm always cool as a fan. I smoke weed. You know what I'm saying? I smoke hella weed. I'm always cool as a fan. So the DJs, they love that. You know, the tastemakers, they love that. The heavy hitters, they love that they can meet me and I'm who I am on record. There's no cap in my routes about none of that. So it's easy, and I'm easy to work with.
Yeah, I always feel like those face-to-face interactions, they're way more impactful than, you know, just reaching out on social media and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Exactly, and like I said, it just feels better. They like the organic, especially DJs. You know what I'm saying? DJs are super important. And moving around to these cities, and I've been meeting, that's all I've been doing before I came to Atlanta. So I was doing all through both Carolinas and up further up north, like meeting DJs, radio interviews, club DJs, lounges, listening parties, meeting with worldwide DJs, you know, North Carolina Coalition DJs, stuff like that. Yeah. Even if you a DJ just do graphic arts, like they popping out and they like, man, I fuck with you. I like what you got going on. The music matches the man matches the money, you know what I'm saying? So stuff like that, it feel good, man.
Real shit. What's some advice you would share to the youth coming up right now?
I've been telling people that no matter what, you know, whether you think you can or you can't, you're right. It's up to you to decide if you gonna do it or not. You know, you gotta sacrifice. You know, it's so much game that you could give somebody, but at the end of the day, all of it leads up into it's up to you if you're gonna do it or not. But you gotta know what this shit come with. You know, I sacrifice time for my family, my child. I see all my partners, we see it all the time. We talked about this shit last night, we see it all the time. All our homies used to go out party, every fucking party in the city, or they going every CIAA when it was in Charlotte. Everybody running there, buying sections, running there for the weekend, stuff like that. We spending our last on studio time. Me and this nigga here, we splitting Little Caesars pizzas just to get by because we gotta put money up for the studio time. I done seen him get his last for my studio time. I done gave my last for his studio time. You know, we split meals because we sacrificing so much. But we decided that this is what we want to do. I decided this is what I want to do. That's how I got with TTG. They saw the hunger in me. I never quit. Never ever quit. There's no quit in me. It's nothing but straight dogging. That's what they got to do. That's my best advice to you. It's up to you to decide. Because whether you think you can or you can't, you're right.
That's real. Yeah, you got to have a strong passion for this shit, man,
Facts.
or else you don't want to give up right away.
You don't wanna
This
get-
shit is a grind, man. This shit's a marathon.
I could imagine, you know, all the people you don't interview, I can imagine you can see people just come in and just be saying, fuck it, you know? Just be saying, fuck it, you know, I'm gonna hit me a smooth little lick and then I'm gonna get what I can and I'm gone. But I got a passion for it, so it's like, man, yeah, I want all the money, you know what I'm saying? But that's what keeps me doing this shit. Get in the studio, even when I'm tired as fuck, we get straight out the road, go straight to the studio for 6 hours. I'm like, damn. But I love it though, because I got a passion for this shit. So the process, like I always say, the process, I'm enjoying the hell out of it.
Mm-hmm. Real shit. So what's next? We know Uchi's going crazy, man.
She's going crazy. Hella promo, the video gonna come, and it's way more music, way more moves, way more motion, way more money. You know what I'm saying? Way more money, you know what I'm saying? Look like money, talk like money, smell like money, walk like money, whatever. But that's the main thing, man. We just in motion. Facts, hands down, no cap. We in motion, full blown motion, man. So, and like I say, we enjoying the process too. We learning the game. We not running from it, you know. And we putting pressure on everybody. Everybody, like I said, it's 2020 Chief. I'm putting pressure on everybody and everything. Every time they see me, a picture, a video, whatever, it's gonna be something major. Something major every time, man, and it's gonna be bigger. The bag gonna look bigger, the jewelry gonna be that much more brighter. You know what I'm saying? Big dog, ain't gotta be no fighter.
Real shit. Seems like you're off to a good start for this year, man.
I love you, man. I'm here with you.
For sure. Man.
Here with you. You know what I'm saying? I was in the home, in the crib watching this shit. You know what I'm saying? Watching this shit like, damn, bro, I'm gonna do that shit. Shit. My manager said he got a plug. Now I done hit, and my stupid ass, I done hit off the porch on Instagram, both pages. And I'm trying to tap in, knowing I ain't got a dime to tap in with this shit. I ain't got, you know what I'm saying? Knowing they ain't gonna be like, nah, I ain't got no motion. I'm gonna go sit up just because. But that's how determined I was. So, like I said, I'm here with you. Yeah. You talking to me. We haven't made G already just because you here with me. I'm trying to tell you. You here, Chief. It's the only way you could go is up there. You know what I'm saying?
We lit, man. All right, Chief, go ahead and plug your social media and give some shout outs too.
Man, shout out to my brother Super Truly. Shout out TTG the label. We a family. Shout out my engineer, like I said, Unknown, Wizard. Shout out him. Shout out the whole city. Y'all had our boy up here too, V, Harris Vito.
Okay, yeah.
He was up here. Shout out Vito.
Yeah.
Shout out Ray Weed. Shout out Pop Boy. Free Pat, man. You know what I'm saying? Free the guys and stuff like that. Like I said, shout out to my whole family. Shout out to Carolina as a whole. Shoot. Shout out my big dog, KV. Ain't gonna hold you. Shout out 40. Shout out my manager, you know what I'm saying? The global CEOs. Shout out myself. We lit, man. You feel me? Shout out to all the TTs, you feel me? Shout out all the TTs. Shout out all the girls in them in the Uchi video. Just, man, look, shout out everybody. Shout out everybody, show me love. I love y'all too.
Work some, I like the way that she do that, go on and twerk some. Poppin' shit cause you poppin', baby, when you drop it down, you might hurt some. Had to check your demeanor, you the meanest.